This is an absolute honor to talk to both of you, by the way. I absolutely love this film. I love the production design, the cinematography. It was so incredible, and the songs. But my favorite thing about this movie is the idea of I choose me, and that whole concept of choosing yourself. Idina, you have this beautiful, beautiful monologue in the film where you talk a little bit about playing piano and earlier in the years, and it made me cry, to be honest with you. And I wanted to ask each of you, is there a specific moment in your life where you were at a crossroads where you chose yourself over a different decision, and kind of how that led you down a different path? Camila, I'll start with you on that first.
Well, I think when, I was in Fifth Harmony and I decided to do solo music, that was definitely a pivotal moment for me where I was like, you know what, this feels right for me and I need to, follow my heart on this. So that was a moment that was I choose my happiness moment.
That's amazing. Idina, for you, is there a moment, because that piano monologue was so beautiful?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a hard
Big
time.
Question. Big question.
No, it's the time for you to get your shit together. I guess it would be maybe in my first marriage, but I just didn't want to be disparaging in any way because we're very close and good friends. But it's just the idea of.
And me too with Fifth Harmony. It was just like, it's the decision of like.
Yeah, knowing that I think you can just be happier.
Yes, totally.
And what that means and all the consequences that could cause and people that could be hurt by that.
So true.
Camila, you made a post the other day on Instagram that affected me so much. It was about the importance of rest. And I've been married 5 years, and my wife and I, I'm a workaholic. And you said this line in your post that culture essentially makes you feel like you're not doing enough and you always want you to be doing something. And it kind of made me think of Sean's documentary as well, where he kind of lost his voice and he had to cancel that show. And like, I would imagine that since you both work in the same industry together, I wonder how you both prioritize mental health and rest. And do you set days aside to specifically just not do work and just kind of spend time together?
Totally. I mean, I think that he and I definitely help each other with that. Like, I'll be texting him and I'll be like, I'm so tired. And he'll be like, you need to go like rework your schedule. Like you need to rest. So I think we're good at also spotting when one or the other is kind of burnt out and needs to slow down. And also I think that we've done a lot of, I love studying, kind of like, I don't know if I want to say like mental health, but also I think just like Eastern versus Western ways of being and of kind of life structures. And I think that as I grow up and I'm just kind of learning that, kind of like what our cultural and social programming is, being like, hey, maybe all of these kind of cultural structural things that are in place aren't what makes people the healthiest and the happiest. So I think that post about me like feeling like I used to feel guilty when I took days off and anxiety or whatever is something that I think through learning and growing and reading about that stuff it just makes me feel like I need to, my mental health and my happiness is like what's the most important. So I definitely do feel like it's important to carve days off, and that voice in your head that's like you should feel guilty about it is usually kind of like a cultural thing. Because
And last quick question for you both. My favorite moment in the movie is when you get the dress for the first time and you're like, this is so gorgeous. And your genuine reaction to that moment made me so happy. Just for each of you real quick, do you have a moment like that in your life where you remember feeling that way about maybe an outfit that you put on or a moment that specifically became like, this was just amazing? I'll go to you, Idina, first, and then Camila at the end.
Mine was having my baby. It's like,
oh,
yes, I did that. Wow, amazing. And I did it. I don't know. It's just that's the first thing that came to my mind. And now I get to look at him every day and go, yeah, wow,
I did that.
And I'm not screwing him up too much.
Hey, Camila, for you, thank you for sharing that, Idina. That was really nice.
Also having my baby. Looking down. I'm kidding. Mine was, I'm going to give a way more shallow answer, but 2 days ago, I put on a wig
You did?
It was, I don't know if you saw my last Instagram.
Oh yeah,
post.
this one?
That was a wig. And I just thought it was so cool. I never had like a bob, like a
Remember
straight
I took
bob
a
like
picture of you when you were putting your hair back. I have a beautiful picture
Yes,
of you
and
to
you were
show
like,
you what you would
yes.
look like with the bob.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I remember that.
I know hair, getting rid of hair for women is a big,
It's a big thing.
deal.
It's a big
Yeah.
metaphorical thing.
Yeah.
It brings out another side of your personality too.
Yeah.
So
see,
that
so
was-
she loved herself for a moment there.
yes. Besides having my baby, the wig moment.
Well, congratulations to you both. You both should be very proud of the work you did here. This movie was absolutely incredible. Kay did a phenomenal job. And I want to say thank you for your time today. It really meant a lot to me to talk to both of you, and congratulations on this amazing project. Thank you so much.
You are so cute.